going on, everyone? Frank Robles, Strength Equals. So it's been a while since I've done a video. It's been a busy summer. So I just wanted to touch base, see how everybody's doing. Also, tell everybody so far, things are still going good with working out. I kind of tested the limits as far as my recovery. And I saw some things getting stagnant, like my stone here. I was stuck. I've been stuck at 3 reps. Even went back 2. And because my goal is to try to get 5 of these with this big stone, as you guys have been seeing. And I really, like, going against my own philosophy, not my philosophy, like as I've expressed, I really do think Mike Mentzer's high intensity training, and like, he's not the only one, others, Doug McGuff, Mike Mentzer, Arthur Jones, of course, Dorian Yates. Anyways, that philosophy of training about being intense and then allowing the body to recover. And everybody's body is different as far as how long you let that happen. My chickens are kind of going crazy in the background. But everybody's body is different as far as recovery. There are many reasons why you have different levels of recovery. Obviously genetics, some people just have better recovery. But even within yourself, even when you can't change your recovery, you know, let's just say you only have 10 units of recovery, you can't have 11. But you got to make sure that you got all 10 units, and you do that by proper nutrition, sleep, even your emotional health. Okay, things like that keep you at your optimal. Okay, but everybody's optimal is different. Some's optimal is better than others. Okay, but anyways, the only way that you know if you're recovered is if you're getting stronger. Okay, when you come to the gym, not every workout are you going to be stronger, but the trend is you getting stronger. You know, maybe most of your exercises, most of your days are getting stronger. You do have some off days, especially when it comes to big lifts like deadlifts or rock lifts or overhead pressing, even things like that. Anyway, I'm kind of getting off track here. I guess I'm not getting off track, but I want to stay subject as far as how I was pushing even my own philosophy, as far as I was trying to train more often than I usually do, thinking maybe I can get this stone up. But it was starting to cause problems. Okay, I was not only getting better, but I was starting to feel some more twinges in my hip. I've had them in the past, more my IT band, inside my groin, just pushing the limits. It wasn't working. Just further reiterating what I've been telling people, but to myself, rest is always best as far as in between your workouts and pushing yourself, especially when it comes for training to getting stronger and bigger. If you want to exercise every day, I do think there is a difference between training and exercise. Training is a form of exercise, but exercise is, to me, getting yourself hot and sweaty and doing things, whether that's playing around in the gym, maybe playing basketball or some kind of sport, soccer, doing stuff. Of course, do that. Remember, you only have so much in the well, so you might have to rest longer in between your actual training workout days. But let me tell you this, I'm telling you, you will not lose muscle if you have to only train once a week, once every 10 days, once every 15 days even. You're not going to lose muscle, okay? And you'll still progress. I'm not saying you have to go a full 15 days, let's say, without training, but you can still progress with that, okay? Would you have progressed quicker if you were able to work out 3 times in that 15 days? Of course. However, you're not going to lose anything if you only train twice a month. I know that is a bold statement, but I'm telling you, you won't. Okay? What you might lose, is maybe some functional, no, that's not what I want to say. What we lose is like the movement, getting in the groove of the movement, especially if you're new. If you haven't deadlifted for very long and you're a newbie to deadlifting, which is kind of a big movement. Yeah, if you only do it once a month, you're probably going to lose some strength because you're going to lose your groove as far as how to lift. But if you've been deadlifting for years, okay, maybe even months, but years, it's not that technical of a movement. You're not going to lose that strength. You're not going to forget how to make that movement happen, okay? If you're training with machines, you're not going to lose that strength, okay? What you might lose is your head drive, motivation. Some people do need to be obviously more often. Again, I'm not advocating once every 15 days. I was saying that to make a point. But going that long time in between may cause some mental motivation to be lost, and some like, oh, like, you know, you want to have that drive. So I'm not saying train once or twice a month, but I'm making the point you're not losing anything. You won't. I strongly do believe most people only need once a week of intense muscular training. Really do. I'm not advocating that you do sitting on the couch and do nothing for the rest of the 6 days, but intense muscular training, heavy duty, Mike Mentzer, strength type of training, is once a week is all you need, and you will progress. And that's what most people should be doing. Most people's genetics are not that great as far as recovery, right? I firmly believe the average person is not recovering within 2-3 days to go train again. Okay? Genetics plays a huge key on how much muscle you put on and how fast you put it on. I just want to pause for a second, see if this is still recording. Okay, sorry about that, I'm by myself as always. Genetics plays a huge role on how much muscle you put on and how fast you put it on. The analogy has been used many times, but to use it from a different angle, it's the same as sun tanning. I get dark really quick and really easy, and I can be out in the sun very often. Okay, that's my genetics. Whereas we all know some people perhaps from, let's say, more of your northern areas, Sweden or whatever, those areas, okay, they're not going to tan as well. There's nothing that person can do. They're never going to get a deep tan, and they can't recover as well. Okay, doesn't matter what kind of eating plan they do, how much they sleep, how much they get different lotions, they're never going to match the genetics that I have for tanning. Most people are probably not as extreme, let's say, as being quote unquote the Swedish people of the muscle world, okay? But most of us are not on the other end, being, let's say, perhaps of Latin descent or African descent or whatever. Most are in the middle, and you can't adjust that. You don't tan that well, and let's just say. You are in the middle. Most of us, that's how we are. We don't build muscle the way that we see these top bodybuilders, these top strength athletes, you know, whether they be they're in the Olympics or in the Olympia or in the World's Strongest Man or in the top elite powerlifting for a reason. It's not solely because they're training, because there's thousands, if not into the hundreds of thousands of people who train like them. They're there because of their genetics. They're able to be there. And of course, we know there's some special stuff that they're doing also on top of that. Okay? Anyways, most of us are average people who don't need as much exercise as we think we need or even can handle. Okay? Especially as we start to get stronger. And unfortunately, as we're getting stronger, we're also getting older. Okay? So, don't be afraid to work out once a week. As long as those workouts aren't intense, chickens are going nuts. You're not going to lose anything. Not just if anything, you're going to grow stronger. That's it. I guess you probably have lots of questions. If you do, please leave some in the comments. I'm going to continue to have videos on the Mike Mentzer philosophy. He seems to be being a hot topic right now. I've been following Mike Mentzer and that kind of training idea since I was 22 years old. I'm 47 years old. I've had much and great progress. Hasn't been geared towards solely bodybuilding per se. I've been doing a lot of strongman stuff, awkward lifting stuff, as you guys saw. But the philosophy has been geared towards that. I lift that stone as much as I can until I can't lift it anymore, and then I rest, recover. The same with the bags, all this stuff. I have been trying to implement a little bit more of the bodybuilding, more strict things for, I guess, the show muscles, okay? But again, average person is not gonna be walking around with 20-inch biceps, 18-inch biceps for that matter, okay? And having, you know, the strength of these people we see on TikTok all the time, you know, wherever, YouTube. You know, not everybody's deadlifting 600 pounds. That's not a normal thing, okay? You should try for it and go to what you can and get as strong as you can. You can get a 600-pound deadlift, awesome. There are people out there that are natural that can do it. but not everybody who trains is going to be there. That is not trying to be discouraging to people. It's just, we have to stay within our limits, but enjoy the process. Enjoy the lifting. Have fun still getting stronger and not getting discouraged that, oh man, I'm not lifting 600 pounds because everybody else is. No, they're not, okay? But get strong at doing stuff. Get stronger at doing stuff. Pick up heavy stones. Heavy stones is awesome. And it's a whole other way in having fun and getting strong than just plates. I like lifting plates, barbell, but this is fun. Sandbags, fun. Get strong doing those things. So anyways, like I said, I'm gonna stop rambling. Thanks for watching. Sorry, the video has been, it's been a long time since I put a video up. I'll get another video of me lifting some of these stones, some awkward lifting. But stay strong and make sure you get the rest that you need. And remember, it's not about just getting strong physically, but mentally also. Start doing some thinking. Thank you for watching.